say you've lost your edge. I say it's all in your head. So listen up. I got a message for you.
Hello. So, hi. I'm not sure how this is going. I hope this works. I have a dog on top of me, and I don't normally videos, but I am Cecilia, and this is my first contribution to CSC Summer Scene. Yay! Okay. So, my summer doesn't actually start till June 25th, but I'm gonna just start now because this is when it's starting, and I start CSC.
It starts with not questioning the answers and giving up before you've begun. He locks all the doors, increases the pressure, and in a flash your time is up before it's done, and you won't know how it can feel to feel at all. So I say no to status quo. Who wants to be like the rest and deny the best that I'm meant for? I will show the status quo. Who cares about normal? I'll never conform. I will be content to resent the status quo. Kick down the walls around me. They don't know how strong I am. I'm not defined by boundaries they could never understand. I'm so much more than status quo.
Goals. All of my goals are books I want to read because I really like to read, and the best thing about summer ever is that unlimited reading time. So I'm going to start off with actually a book I'm rereading. As a lot of you, most of you hopefully should know, there is a movie series coming to an end this summer, and it's going to be really emotional, so I will blog about it. I will be crying. So to get myself prepared for the final Harry Potter movie, I'm going to reread Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This was a great book. It was actually one of my favorites in the series. I'm one of the few people who liked the epilogue. So I'm really, really pumped for it. I'm going to reread it. I'm going to be ready to criticize everything that the movie does wrong. Next up is Villette by Charlotte Bronte. If you don't know, she wrote Jane Eyre, of which there is a new movie out for, and you should all see it because it was lovely. And I love Charlotte Bronte. I'm so excited to read this. She's a wonderful writer. It's supposed to be the most autobiographical of her novels, which I think is really interesting because autobiographical novels are usually either really bad or really emotional. If you're a bad writer, you really can't pull it off. If you're a good writer, it usually means they're really sad. I mean, think of A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway or Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. It's just really sad. Up next is Medicinal Plants and Herbs. This kind of goes in a whole category of how do I say this, like researchy books. I like to write stories, and I like to write stories about wizards in the 15th century. So the key to writing good books about wizards in the 15th century is lots of research. So I have a bunch of books about sort of things that I think will improve the quality of my writing and make sure I don't sound like Stephenie Meyer from Twilight or Aragon. The next book is actually on my Nook, which is charging upstairs. You should all get a Nook. They're wonderful. It is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Once again, Charles Dickens is another one of my favorite writers of all time. He's brilliant, and I'm really excited for it. I mean, it's awesome. So, those are my goals. Now for my bucket list. Number 1 on my bucket list is to graduate high school. I'm graduating June 25th, and high school was kind of sucky. Not gonna lie, the pep rally, the football game, it's not my thing. So I'm really excited to be done and start college in August. It'll be really interesting. So I want to get ready for college too. I have tons of shopping to do. I have summer reading again, and it's going to be a really cool experience, so I'm really excited. Another thing I really want to do is get my belly button pierced. It might not seem like a big deal, but my mother is really strict, so convincing her, which I finally did, was a challenge. And I'm also terrified of needles. I faint every time I get a shot. It's terrible. So the fact that they're using a hollow needle to pierce a hole in my belly button, kind of scary. I freak out enough when it's this little gun for your ears. So it will be conquering my fear for cosmetic reasons. Up next, I am going to be participating in Camp NaNoWriMo. For those of you that don't know, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month, and it normally takes place in November. The point is tons of people from all around the world come together to write a 50,000 word novel in the whole month of November. That is about 1,667 words per day. It's difficult, it is scary, I have only conquered it a couple of times because November is usually the month when I have the most homework or I get swine flu. But for the first time ever, they're bringing it over the summer, which actually means it's a convenient time for me. So I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. I love NaNoWriMo. It's normally my favorite month of the year besides being super hard and stressful. So I'm going to be participating in that. I also would like to go to the pool a lot. I have a town pool. It's within walking distance of my house. I'm getting a membership, and I really want to start going more. We always go, and it's always my brother and my parents and my brother's friends that go. Because during the summer I tend to hibernate. I'm like a hermit. I lock myself in my room with a notebook and my book, and I read and write a lot. And I don't really see the light of day, and I start to look like a vampire. So I really want to get out of the house and read at the pool where there's sunlight, and I can get vitamin C, and I don't look like a vampire. Sort of in the same vein of that, I want to start going into the city more. I live pretty close to New York City, so I'd really like it if I could start going more, go to some museums. I really like art history, so I want to, start walking around, and even just, walking around for the day, hanging out in Central Park, going shopping, or looking at clothes I wish I could buy. I'd really like to start taking advantage of the fact that I live next to one of the major cities in the world. I would also like to help socialize my dog. This is my puppy, Daisy, and she is a rescue dog. We're not really sure where she came from, but she was in a southern high-kill shelter, which means that they euthanized a good portion of the dogs there, but was rescued and taken up north where we adopted her. We're not really sure exactly where she's come from or what's happened to her, but she is very prone to anxiety, and there's a pretty good chance she was abused in her life. She's scared of men, she's scared of concrete, she's scared of trucks, she's scared of basements, she's pretty much scared of everything. So one of the things I'd really like to do, because we've had her for about a year now, is to start to socialize her. She's used to my family, but I don't want her, these bad behaviors like barking at strangers or freaking out whenever someone new enters our house to become enforced. So I'm going to try and start taking her around and start introducing her to people so she can open up and not be terrified of everything. So, that's about it. I'm sorry, I'm really rushed for time today because I'm running around like crazy, but hopefully my next videos will be more exciting and, less super rushed videos, and I'm so excited to see everyone else's. I'm so excited for how the summer's gonna go. So anyway, I'm signing off, and I hope you're all gonna have so much fun over the course of the summer.